Long, long ago, when the world was still young, there lived a man named Noah. He was a good and faithful man who walked with God in everything he did. But the world around him had become filled with wickedness and cruelty. People had turned away from God, and their hearts were consumed by selfishness and violence. Every day, Noah watched with a heavy heart as the people around him chose darkness over light. God looked down upon the earth and was deeply grieved by what he saw. The beautiful world he had created was now corrupted and broken. So God spoke to Noah, the one righteous man he found among all the people. He told Noah that he would send a great flood to wash away the wickedness from the earth. But he would save Noah and his family because of their faithfulness. God gave Noah very specific instructions to build an enormous ark, a great boat made of cypress wood, covered with pitch inside and out. It was to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high, with 3 decks and a single door on its side. Noah listened carefully to every word God spoke and obeyed without hesitation. Day after day, year after year, Noah and his sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, worked tirelessly to build the ark. The people around them laughed and mocked them, calling Noah a fool for building such a massive boat on dry land where there was no sea in sight. But Noah never wavered in his faith. He trusted God completely, even when the task seemed impossible and the ridicule was overwhelming. He continued to warn the people around him, urging them to turn back to God, but no one listened. They went on eating and drinking and living as they pleased, ignoring every warning. When the ark was finally completed, God told Noah to bring his family inside along with 2 of every kind of animal, male and female, and 7 pairs of every clean animal. From the smallest creeping creature to the largest beast, from birds of the air to animals of the field, they all came to the ark just as God had commanded. Noah gathered food and provisions for everyone aboard. Then Noah, his wife, his 3 sons, and their wives entered the ark, and God himself shut the door behind them. For 7 days, nothing happened, and the world outside remained quiet. Then, on the 7th day, the skies turned dark and the heavens opened. Rain poured down in mighty torrents, unlike anything anyone had ever seen. The fountains of the great deep burst open, and water surged up from beneath the ground. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights without stopping. The waters rose higher and higher until even the tallest mountains were covered. Everything that lived on the dry land perished, but inside the ark, Noah and his family and all the animals were safe and protected by God's mighty hand. After many long months, God remembered Noah and all the living creatures with him in the ark. He sent a wind over the earth, and the waters began to recede. The ark came to rest on the mountains of Ararat. Noah sent out a raven and then a dove to see if the waters had dried up. The first time, the dove returned because it found no place to rest. 7 days later, Noah sent the dove out again, and this time it came back carrying a fresh olive leaf in its beak. Noah's heart leaped with joy, for he knew that the waters were finally going down. When he sent the dove out a 3rd time, it did not return at all. Then God spoke to Noah and told him to come out of the ark with his family and all the animals. Noah stepped onto the dry ground, and the first thing he did was build an altar to the Lord and offer a sacrifice of thanksgiving. God was pleased with Noah's grateful heart, and he made a wonderful promise. He set a beautiful rainbow in the sky as a sign of his covenant, promising that he would never again destroy the earth with a flood. This story of Noah reminds us that God always keeps his promises and protects those who trust in him with all their hearts. Even when the whole world turns away, even when others laugh and mock, God sees the faithful and rewards their obedience. No matter how dark the storm may seem in your life, remember that God is your ark, your shelter, and your refuge. He will carry you through every flood and bring you safely to dry ground. If you would like to support the spreading of God's Word, please subscribe and like this video to help share His message with the world.